are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback. And he's coming up the year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
First down, Buccaneers.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Irvin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 52 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season. And now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch, going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now he can be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The play fake. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Koo knocks this one to the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's up to the 43. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson to about the 35, 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Penix. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
To number 9, Ibuka. It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
A first carry for Rashad White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action. Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Able to fight for about 4 yards there in the 13. 2nd and 6.
13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Irving. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of 2 yards. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try it now with Irving. And they'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A run up the middle with Irving. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running the toss to Irving. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 50. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Escaping the pressure right. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room. A turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score, put some points on the board, and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's brought down at the 16.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield down. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Falcons first down.
To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Penix. Under pressure, they got him again. Hassan Reddick drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brought him down. A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pass intended for Emeka Egbuka.
In motion left, Godwin.
It's 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 26.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2nd and 15. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Room past the 35. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Second down.
On the game, here's Robinson. Trying to inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Bennett's going to sneak it. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now this will be caught by Mooney. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
Robinson on a give right side. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Penix working out of a gun here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his
pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Falcon.
On first and 10, it's Algier. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
That's good for a Falcons. First down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw with Penix. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. 14. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29.
Mayfield on play action. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That's good for Falcons. first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Looking deep here from Mooney. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Say more about team so we don't cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out wide here for Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A play fake. Now Penix. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's caught by Pitts.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vita Vea in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, Irving running right. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Boy, no chance, as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So all eyes on the Falcons, down by 7, 23 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. London hauls this one in. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Falcons first down.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. This to possibly force OT. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for two, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yeah.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for two and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now. And they did it and got out of there with a win.
So for the Falcons, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings.